How does it work? All you need is a computer and a regular phone line.
They send you the software and give you 10 free hours to check it out.
Call now for your free America Online Startup Kit and get free software.
To your local computer store or call 1-800-522-4477 for a free informative brochure about CompuServe.
Welcome. It's everything you love about America Online.
You've got mail.
I'm falling in love with the new features.
7.0 is the best.
America Online.
Milwaukee police found body parts in a North Side apartment, and now they wonder if they've uncovered some kind of death factory.
Any victims that still might be alive under the rubble, the power of prayer became most urgent tonight, and hope became the last resort of a community shaken by an unspeakable act.
It's late at night, and throughout the air, it's silent. Everything is calm and chill. You make yourself food and take a break from the long day, basking in the intimate comfort of the night. And in some way, it's relaxing. Yet, as you sit there in tranquility, the solace is disturbed by a white cloth dangling from outside. A few hours go by and it's still there, waving in the wind like a sign of desperation. What is this, you ask? What in the world is happening? (8 p.m. November 11, 2021). A post would pop up on the Reddit Baroof investigation subreddit. The OP had just one question in mind. Why is this person waving this white cloth out their window? The OP then writes, "This is probably totally absurd and I'm sorry about that. There's a person across the alley waving a white cloth outside of their mostly shut window and has been doing so for 2 hours. I can't see anything but the white cloth in their hand. The rest of the window is covered up. I live in a bad neighborhood, one of the worst in Chicago. Not semi-bad. There are shootings almost every day. My first thought was some weird gang thing, but I wrote it off as being paranoid and dumb. I also thought maybe it was someone trying to signal for help. 2 hours straight? That's very strange. Can anyone come up with an answer for this?" Alongside this, they include a picture of what they saw that night. At first glance, the supposed white cloth is indiscernible. This thread instantly started gaining upvotes due to how intriguing this case was, and in short time, people began rushing in with replies to call the police. And so he does. Knowing how dangerous this neighborhood was, anything could have happened to this lady. Soon, reality began to sink in, that maybe this was a lot more serious than initially thought. And so the police would be called to the scene. In the meantime, the OP would update on what's going on. Edit. The police are in the alley going up the fire escape and knocking on the door. They hit their shoulder against the door really hard and it opened. They are now leading a woman down the fire escape and into a cruiser. One of them told me that the particular man living in that unit is in and out of jail all the time. But that's unfortunately all the information I could get. I'm glad she's okay, and hope she doesn't go back. I listen to police scanners as a hobby, so if I'm able to get more info, I'll let you know. Update. I called my local precinct today and asked what happened. I talked to one of the 6 officers that came out and helped. I unfortunately didn't get much information other than she and her daughter, who I did not see that night, are safe. I'm starting to realize that there may not be a news article. This happened in West Garfield Park, one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Chicago. If there was an article for every single crime committed, every newspaper would be as long as Crime and Punishment. But if there's any additional information, I will be absolutely certain to post here. The OP saga, as we've seen, took place over the span of only a few hours. Yet, who knows how long the victim's torment was going on inside? And it's satisfying to see that the OP had actually done something to help, rather than just sitting back and letting things play out. Something terrible was entirely prevented because of his actions. Who knows what would have happened if he hadn't called the police? What could have happened to the lady on the window? Throughout the years, the rise of the internet has given this world an outlet of expression, a seemingly endless repository of human history, culture, and personalities. As the years pass, the internet would be used to spread information like wildfire. And so, people would often post about anything, including missing people reports. The name is quite self-explanatory, a post that is created in hopes of spreading awareness of a missing person. The reason I bring them up tonight is because there is one that has stood out to me ever since I first heard about it on Reddit. A suspicious post created on Facebook that has gained notoriety recently. It reads the following. My daughter has been missing since July 22nd, 16 days. It only takes 2 seconds to share. Her name is Gracie Mae Thompson. Age 15. Height 5'2". Hair color originally strawberry blonde but recently dyed black. She was last seen in black shorts and a black shirt. This post would gain a ton of attention with users trying to help. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with this, except for the fact that Gracie Mae Thompson is not a real person. She is completely fabricated and created as part of a scam. However, these photos are definitely from a real girl, completely unaware that her likeness was used for a horrendous scam. Taking a look at the posts, a few red flags present themselves. There were multiple posts on Facebook with the exact same template, talking about their missing daughter, all having consistent information except for the location Gracie went missing. Moreover, there was never an Amber Alert for a missing person by the name of Gracie Mae Thompson. Searching online would only lead you to these exact same posts. This only cemented her disappearance as a hoax, a way to gain the sympathy of others to farm engagement. However, other people would be creating them for more evil purposes. According to Scam Finder, some posts like this one are filled with links that, when clicked, install malware into your computer. These links could harvest login passwords for banking and social media accounts, any way possible to exploit the user. I don't quite know what it is that unnerves me. On these random posts hidden away in the vast expanse of the internet, one that primarily focuses on a missing person, we have a hoax that preys upon good-hearted people and a flood of the exact same post to accompany it. In doing so, divert attention from real cases and often create a sense of distrust towards genuine posts. It's a terrifying reality to live in. A big part of me wants to believe that no one has actually fallen for this trap. In a way though, it's more depressing to ponder what these scams could do to real cases.
We'll return after these messages.
To succeed in today's ever-changing business arena, Canterbury Clock Company
Realized it had to switch gears.
Before we begin this next segment, I'd like to state that this topic may be nothing at all. I could be looking too deep into nothing. But the following entry is something that I've been looking to talk about for a while, even though it has been discussed multiple times before. With that being said, this section may contain content that may be disturbing to some. So if that type of thing bothers you, viewer discretion is heavily advised. As I've said in the last section, the internet is a seemingly endless repository of human history, culture, and personalities. And with that comes a myriad of deep and disturbing things to come out of it. No matter how hard sites like YouTube try to maintain the family-friendly platform it markets itself as, its endless size would be the reason others are able to exploit it for their own twisted ideas, and a way for users to archive and share whatever they feel like. Therefore, channels like these are not hard to come by. In 2019, a YouTube channel was born. It has the name User9472, and over the span of 3 years, they would upload 17 strange and abstract videos to the platform. It's one of those channels that has seemed to surface from obscurity. These videos would range from a couple of seconds to a few minutes, none containing a title. The videos range from still images lasting for 6 minutes to odd visuals and whatever this is. Some would theorize that maybe the videos on this channel have a deep, scary meaning behind each one. And at first glance, it's easy to mistake this channel as another one trying to gain the attention of people like you and me. But you have to admit, it is creepy. A huge archive of videos that are seemingly a repository of obscure lost media. Within this channel, there are a few that stand out from the rest. These include Yelenia in the Hallway, one of the earlier videos coming from User9472. Bride, a 6-minute video of a person wearing a wedding dress. a video of a woman warping into obscurity, and a woman standing in a pool of water with a fish in her mouth. All of these videos for a few years would stay unknown. Not a single source. But that was until someone would finally link 2 and 2 together. The source of the video with the girl with the fish in her mouth would come from the show Survivor. On the last episode of the 5th season, the cast would go through their audition tapes. During Stephanie Dill's part, we see the entire scene. What seemed like an extremely disturbing scene would be played out as a joke. With the first video being found, this would catapult the internet to go out there and search for the rest. Someone would find sources to the animation video. It was found out to be Franca by Anna Chigon, originating from Slovenia. With these links, it's only a matter of time before the sources of all these videos would be found. But as of the moment, these would remain a mystery, and this channel would cement itself as part of the most disturbing side of the internet.